what? We're here at the Pet Expo. Hallelujah. We didn't have one last year, but we got one this year, and Aaron has brought me down. My bestest camera person in the world has brought me down again, and we're going to have so much fun. We really are just walking around. And like I tell you every year, please try and stop down next year because uh, all you do is just walk around and bump into each other. Everything is so precious. But my name's Susan Roberti, and welcome to Let's Talk Tail Waggers. Uh, BPTV is all volunteers, and you are more than welcome to come up and do a show. Uh, Come down to the expo, go to a car show, whatever. Come up and learn how to do cameras, or just go out on a shoot with someone. Uh, it's a wonderful corner of the world, and I love it. That's the only word I can say. There's no place like home, and it's BPTV. So please get ready to see every kind of little poochie that you can see. I'm so excited. I'm going to love this lady because you do good work.
Oh, thank you.
You really do.
We enjoy it.
Going Home Greyhounds, I have done so many shows with, and it's one of my most favorite. I have a TV show, it's called Let's Talk Tail Waggers,
Okay.
and it's one of my most favorite things in the whole wide world because people are absolutely terrified when they hear about the dogs.
Right.
You know what happens?
Right.
So go ahead and tell me your name and how did you get started?
Okay. My name's Teresa. I'm secretary for Going Home Greyhounds, and I got my first greyhound in 2006. As he has then since passed. But I've learned so much about the greyhounds. They do love to run. They are not mistreated. The people that own these dogs while they race, that is their passion.
Yes.
Three, 4 generations back. And I mean, I know a lot of the trainers, owners, and actually, I pre-adopted one. He's still racing. He's doing very well with a missing toe. But they're easy. They are not high maintenance. We call them sprinters, not marathon runners. They take one lap around the yard. They're ready for their couch. I mean, look at him. This is his first meet and greet. Here he is.
Now, when you get one, you have to keep it on a leash if you take them outside.
Absolutely.
Always.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, if you don't have a fence, they have to stay leashed.
Okay.
Even when I brought him home in January, he came from Florida because, of course, they ruled out racing down there, unfortunately. I had him on a leash, and then I slowly let the leash loose, with him loose, and he learned, and then I take the leash off, and then he just followed. Within 2 weeks, you don't realize the change as they're changing. And I took him out of the crate because I crated him, the other 2 were loose. And I uncrated him probably around June or July. I just folded the crate up, he's fine.
Well,
He's just
I
rusty about it.
really think that if you're an older person, say 45, 50,
Like me.
I'm 75, that these are the perfect
Yes,
dogs.
absolutely. They are not, like, they don't pull you around. They're nice on the leash.
And they go outside and poop.
Yep.
and
They don't
pee.
mess around. They're serious.
They're just about the most a trained, perfect dog you could ask for.
Absolutely. They're so easy to train because, when they're in their kennel, when they're racing, they get out 3-4 times a day. They don't sit in there for 24 hours, as they say. They don't like to mess in their kennels. So basically, they kind of train themselves.
Yeah.
We have a few accidents here and there because they're in the house like, oh, what's this? I can be on this. But
Yeah.
belly band one time, they're done. They're perfect. He's been perfect.
He says he likes it,
He does. His name
but
is
he
Matt.
doesn't know if he likes all the noise.
He's fine. He's just chilling. He got car sick a little bit, so with a little bit of ginger root and meclizine, he's doing good.
Yeah. Now, where are you from?
I'm from Canonsburg, PA,
Oh.
and Going Home Greyhounds is based out of Wexford, and we're 501c3.
Oh, wow.
But yep,
That's wonderful. And you're secretary.
yes, yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, secretary. I always think treasurer. No, I'm not money.
No, I never like to handle
No.
money.
Because they're like, you want to be treasurer? I'm like, no way.
No,
I
I
love
know.
being secretary.
But everybody at home, these are wonderful animals. Wonderful, wonderful animals.
And what we do now, since with the COVID, the way things happened, we when a person's qualified with our app, we will. I can't remember if they take them down to the compound or if we pick one out that might be suitable for them, and we foster it for them for 2 weeks. And if, say, like I fostered with intent, so that meant I was going to plan on keeping him. I fostered with intent and I kept him. If something
Okay.
happened, if he didn't mesh with my other two, he would have been up for adoption or go back to the original owner.
Okay.
But that's what we're doing right now, and it seems to be working because before we have 3 or 4 up on the adoption list, and sometimes like the foster stayed with the people for 2-3 months, and I had one stay with me for 3 months, and I kept him, and he's my old guy at home now.
I know.
He's 13 and a half.
What do you call? You're a loser.
Foster fail.
Yeah,
I'm a
foster fail.
2 times successfully.
Yeah. And this one just all of a sudden says, I'm not being cute anymore. I'm just going to lay down and take a nap. I thank you
Oh, thank you.
so very much.
Thank you for asking us.
And thank everybody from the tail waggers,
No
okay?
problem. Anytime.
And tell 'em it just warms my heart that they get nice homes.
Grilling.
If you want to keep your dog in shape, this is the way to do it. Did I do good? Oh, I did good. Superpowers.
Titles in weekly.
Piece of cake. Yay! Piece of cake.
Next up is Min. Min is one of our smallest competitors today. Min's a 2-year-old rat terrier.
Oh,
Since her owner got her paws wet, we're allowed to add water for traction. It's the only thing we're allowed to add.
Ray, Ray.
Min weighs 17 pounds. The weight on the cart is 968 pounds.
Moments, precious moments. the dogs are real and some are not. And they do colors. We have a standard across the room over there that just loves that. 2 standards. You can just tell that they love getting groomed. They love standing there, and I know people don't believe it. I groomed for 40 years, and if you're good and kind and share your feelings with them, they'll stand there with you forever. So pretty. Now they didn't do that back 30 years ago when I was grooming. That nobody colored them, but they do that today, which I think is fun. Now, we are at Paws Across Pittsburgh. Sounds interesting. And what is your name, dear?
My name is Jackie. I'm not the President Jackie. I always say I'm Jackie too. So, Paws Across Pittsburgh is 501(c) nonprofit. It's foster based. So we're not a shelter, but what we do is we go into shelters and rescue dogs that may be close to euthanasia. There's a lot of overcrowded shelters, a lot of stuff going on, and we go in and help pull those. We pull the ones that are maybe closest to that door,
Yeah.
the ones that need the most.
Oh, how good. How good you are. Doesn't that just break your heart?
To see some of the things that we see, yes, but the reverse of that is seeing how well they do once they come off that transport truck on a Saturday morning, and
Yeah.
you see 20 or 30 dogs there that you know their lives are improving right then.
Yeah.
And right now, well, this little guy is Winston. Winston is what we call a foster fail. We were fostering him, and within the first 2 hours, I knew he was not going anywhere. So Winston is now adopted.
I love these stories.
He's ours. He's been adopted by us. We do currently have 5 puppies at our house also, though, so we do a lot of those. Paws Across Pittsburgh will take special needs dogs, maybe a dog that doesn't have mobility in their back legs, a lot of medical conditions. They'll go in cases of abuse or neglect and rescue those dogs.
Now, do you have a group of people that does this to call on?
Yes, we have the most magnificent volunteers who will pretty much do anything. They help with fundraising, they help with cleaning, whatever is needed, scrubbing crates and transporting animals to the vet.
See, I never even thought of this scrubbing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of cleaning and stuff.
Yeah.
We clean up a lot of poop. We do dogs and cats. Currently, we have over 100 dogs I know that are out in foster now that we're taking care of. We also have probably, I'm going to guess, with maybe 50 cats. So there's always more and more and more
Somebody
need.
coming in?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Almost
it's
every Saturday we have.
Now, what about that bunch of dogs that they found in that house? And they were all so sad. I saw them on the
There's
news.
a lot of that.
And I might sound naive, but you mean the neighbors didn't hear those dogs barking and crying
Maybe
and
they were used to it.
whimpering?
Yes. If you hear barking all the time, you don't think too much of it. You kind of.
Well, that's true. Because I know if I heard whimpering and all that and watched and nobody came and nobody went, I would kind of
Yeah.
get suspicious after a while.
Well, I guess maybe that's how they found them. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they were turned in. I really
There's
do.
a lot. I think since COVID, the numbers of pets being returned, the neglect, the abuse, the numbers are unfortunately a little bit higher. Where people don't know quite what they're getting into. They think it's a fun thing, not realizing it's a major commitment once you adopt an animal.
Well, that's the name of my show is Let's Talk Tail Waggers, and I've been doing it for 24 years. And that is the basis, the work. And it's work, but it's love at the same time.
Right.
You know, but it's like when you get a newborn baby and bring it home, you go, oh, I didn't know this. It's the same thing with a
Yes.
dog.
You learn a lot.
You learn a lot, but you have to be patient and loving because they will give you so much more back.
Oh, they do. They do.
They do. They really do.
They do. Our house is pretty lively right now. We have 2 dogs of our own, 2 cats, and now 5 puppies. And the puppies we got were only 5.5 weeks old.
Aww.
Because
And
their
what
mother-
are they?
Their mother had been hit by a car, so they needed to stay together
Oh.
and make sure that they're healthy, make sure all those things are happening for them. They're little beagle puppies. They are adorable. They'll be
Nothing
ready for
sweeter.
adoption Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh.
With Paws Across Pittsburgh, every animal that comes in is completely vetted and up to date on their shots. Paws pays for all that. They pay for the spaying or neutering, and they also make sure they're all microchipped
Wow.
before they can go out and be listed.
That's a good thing. Yeah, but people don't realize the wonderful folks like you guys that are out there taking care of these little guys
Our
that
fosters are absolutely wonderful people.
that are homeless, you know, and you find them and clean them up and nurture them back to health again, and then it's time for them to go. But you're keeping this guy, right?
This one, he's special. He's special. He
Yeah.
matches our hair. He's good.
Oh, God, I love it. Im's a good boy. He really is. Well, I thank you so much. And would you please tell everyone that Let's Talk Tail Waggers says thank you, thank you, thank you for everything that you do. We really appreciate it. And we do know. I groomed dogs for 40 years. I do know, how hard the work is. So please tell them I said thank you on behalf of the Tail Waggers. This is my favorite part of the expo. And you wonder why. They have a contest to see who jumps the furthest. And trust me, the dogs love it. And we have seen them come out 37 feet, 36 feet. Okay, here he comes. Oh, that was a good one. They love it. They love it. They absolutely love it. Whoa, Ray! Is that sweet? If anybody would have said to me I was going to be seeing a kangaroo this morning when I came down here, I would have laughed in your face. Don't be scared now. You're all right. You're all right. You're all right. Now, what's his name?
This is Ruru.
That was my dog's name. And what's your name, baby?
My name is Amy DeBerry. We are from Orlando, Florida.
Wow. Oh, you have a zoo.
Yes, it's Cool Zoo. We're located in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, and how many animals do you have?
We have so many animals.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. It takes your whole life up, doesn't it?
It's such a
Every-
joy to be able to give back to the animals and do conservation with the animals and do a lot of education about the animals. as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Well, I love you for doing it because it's work.
It is.
Work, work. My whole life's been dedicated to dogs. And my name of my show is Let's Talk Tail Waggers. And I can't believe the love that comes from people that have animals. And people that don't like animals are missing out on everything because it's the greatest joy of your life.
They sure are.
Yeah, yeah. And especially if a little guy recognizes you. You
Yes.
know, when you go walking around, go in the cage, because all you do is probably is clean up poop. I know.
Animals are a lot of work, but it's so
Oh,
rewarding
they are.
to be able to get out there and educate people about them and
Yeah,
be able to
yeah.
do the conservation
Now,
with them.
is he a species that is endangered?
Kangaroos, no.
Yeah, no. Is he full grown?
No, he's not. He's only 10 months old, and in about 2 to 4 years, he'll be about 6 feet tall.
God. You have them that big?
Yes, we do.
Oh, and they're all lovers? Do they
Oh,
all-
yes, they are. They love to be loved on.
Oh. I find them so interesting. So how many years have you been doing this?
Oh, for many, many years now.
Yeah, I know. I try to think. I'm 75, and I try to think, and it's like my whole life.
I know. Who's
You know?
counting?
Yeah, I think God touched me up in heaven, and when I came down, that's what I started doing, taking care of animals.
There you
you
go.
know? And there's nothing like it because they won't break your heart.
That's true. That's very, very true.
Huh, are you a heartbreaker? Now this I'd have to sleep with every night.
And I'm sure he would like that, but he would also cause a lot of riffraff. These
Oh!
little guys like to get into everything. These are ringtail lemurs. This guy that you're looking at is Ringo. He's only about 6 months old.
He says I'm innocent.
Yeah. So I'm gonna talk. All
You
right.
innocent?
What you have to say?
Look in the camera and say hi to everybody. So people just bring these animals to you, or do you find them? What happens that you get so many?
Oh, well, we always accumulate a lot of different animals, and we get them in different ways. A lot of times people will bring them to us for rehabilitation. We get out a lot too.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. Look at his hands. Oh my. How can you stand it?
He's so cute, isn't he?
They all are. I don't care what they want to say. I don't like snakies. I
You don't?
No.
Well, we do help people get over the fear of snakes.
No, it's not
We
a
do
fear.
have some snake ambassadors as well.
Oh, look how sweet you are. You little babies are going to kiss? Oh. Well, I thank you so much for everything you guys are doing. I really do.
Well, thank you.
And thanks for showing us your kids. And
You're more
my
than
heart's
welcome.
just jumping out of my chest.
He likes his head. Quite a few.
I'm just overwhelmed with the dog right now.
You are precious. Well, it's time to go. I hate it. You're going to be seeing a lot of absolutely precious dogs. A few kitties, but mostly dogs. And they're coming in by the drove still. So next year, put this on your calendar and bring the kids down because it's just so much fun to see all the different kind of doggies and see them jumping in the water and chasing stuff around. You'll just love it. I promise you that you will. So have a wonderful Thanksgiving. The best Christmas ever and a God bless New Year's. And don't forget your Humane Societies. They need sheets and towels and blankets still. And like always, I love you and thanks from all the tail waggers.